Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. So today is Monday, January 13th, and I am not in the middle of any books. I finished the book last night, and this week I am gonna probably start an Academy of Liars because I'm reading that for a reading challenge. And then I wanted to read Witchcraft for Wayward Girls, which comes out tomorrow. And then I also wanted to start The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. But I realized while I was in class procrastinating, because I did sadly have classes today. While I was in class procrastinating, I was looking at the my schedule and the month, and I realized that if I don't want to read more than a romance book per week for my romance video, I have to read the first one this week. So I will have to read 3 in January and only one in February. I was not expecting to read a romance book this week. I was not ready for it. I mean, I am still not ready for it, but I guess it's gonna happen. So I'm gonna substitute one of the other books that I mentioned by a romance book, which is so fun for me. So, there's that. I will probably read An Academy for Liars, and I don't know if I'm going to start The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue or if I'm going to start Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. I don't know, but maybe Witchcraft for Wayward Girls, because then it's just like a book of each genre, like they're all different genres, and not like two fantasies. I have a fantasy, a horror, and a romance. I guess we'll see. And I'm gonna read my first romance book for that video that my friend has chosen for me, which, yeah, I think I said in another vlog that I'm gonna start with the one that I literally know nothing about. Like, I've never heard of this book, unless she has told me about it, which is very likely, but I don't remember. But I don't think I've heard other people talk about it, on the internet. And like I said, I had classes today, and I'm gonna have classes on Wednesday and on Thursday. And I also had a meeting today at work, and I also was at the biobank today. So, today was quite the day. I am very, very tired. So I still want to start a book. I still want to start probably an academy for liars, an academy for liars. I probably will still start that, but I don't think I will read very much, because like I said, I am so tired, and it's already pretty late, and I still have to clean up my kitchen and stuff. So yeah, I don't think I will read a lot, but I will read a little bit, I hope. And yeah, I think that is it for this intro, and welcome to the vlog. Hello, it is Wednesday, and I actually have way more reading updates than I expected, because yesterday, since I didn't have classes and I got out of work at a normal time, I actually ended up reading quite a lot. And so I have read An Academy for Liars, and I have started Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. And with An Academy for Liars, in that book we were following Lennon, I think that's her name. And in the beginning of the book, she is actually at her engagement party and she finds out that her fiance is cheating on her. So she like runs off, and then like she gets a call of someone telling her that she entered like a school, a college that she did not apply to. And they say that like everyone applies and they are like being tested basically since their birth. And they say that she has what is needed to get into that college, that school. And so she goes there and she learns, like, she goes through some tests to actually be admitted. And she, like, what they teach there is basically like persuasion, how to persuade people, how to make them do what you want. And also that it becomes kind of like more than that, other like powers. And obviously being a main character, she has some of the like special powers that are like super rare. And I like, it was fine. I like, first of all, I think it was a little slow. Like, I was interested in the beginning because I was like very intrigued because like what even was happening, you know? And like the ending was, I guess, fun as well. Like things were happening, things were moving. But the whole like middle section, I was kind of bored because it was moving kind of slow for me. And since I actually didn't really like, honestly, any of the characters, I wasn't, you know, that interested in just following them, like as they slowly progressed in the plot. You know, so yeah, I didn't like the main character, but I also didn't really like any of the side characters. And like the relationship, I absolutely didn't like either. And the friendships, they were fine, I guess. And like the powers, the magic, like again, in the beginning I was intrigued, and then I was just like, it's fine. Like it was fine. I didn't, you know, dislike it, but I didn't like it that much either. It was just, you know, it was fine. It was okay. It was, you know, it wasn't a waste of time. Like I had fun in some parts. It was fine. It was okay. I think I'm gonna give it 3 stars. And then today I started reading Witchcraft for Wayward Girls, which is one of my anticipated releases, and it came out yesterday. And I got to 31%, which is again more than I expected. And in this one, we are following Fern, and she goes to, I think it's called the Wellwood Home, maybe, which is also, this is set in 1970. And that is a place where girls who are pregnant and unmarried go to have their children in secret. And so Fern is pregnant and unmarried, and she goes there to have her child in secret. And there are a lot of other girls there like her, and they have like no privacy, they have no freedom, they are like controlled every second of every day, and the people that are in charge are definitely not nice at all, and they're miserable basically. And one day there is, I think it's like every 2 weeks, a like buzz with books, so like kind of a library but in a buzz, goes to the home and they get to pick a book. And she and her friends go to that moving library, and the librarian actually gives Fern a book, and it's a book about witchcraft. And you know, they start, you know, trying to experiment with some spells, and they are finally like having some power. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. They're like starting to deal with that book, and I'm really, really liking it. And this one also was pretty slow, like only like 25% in, I guess, did they even get the book. So like until then, like the first quarter of the book was just, you know, them like at the house, seeing them, you know, get to know each other and seeing how they were suffering in that house and like how they were bonding. And you know, it was pretty slow. But in this case, I actually do really like the characters. I especially like our main character, so I didn't mind just following them. Like, yes, I was thinking like, can we get to the point, but not in a way that I was disliking it. I was just interested to see what would happen next, but I was still enjoying it. You know what I mean? Like, I think I could have enjoyed it more if it was a little faster, but I was still enjoying it. because, like I said, I do really like the characters in this case. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this one. I mean, fun doesn't seem like the right word because they were suffering, but now that they have some power, I'm having a lot of fun. Like the first thing they did, like the first spell that they did, absolutely loved it. Like, so good. Very gross, actually, but so good. So fun. I'm very, very interested to see where this goes. And yeah, that is what I have read. And I did have classes yesterday, and no, not yesterday, on Monday. And yesterday I didn't have classes, which is why I read a bunch of An Academy for Liars. And today I was supposed to have classes as well. And I mean, the classes did happen. I just didn't go to them because I was at the biobank in the afternoon. And like I knew, like I was aware that I would be a little late to class. But like that has happened before, and I'm just like 15 minutes late or something. It's like not a big deal. I was like, sure, I'll just be a little late to class. But like it was absolutely chaotic in the afternoon. Like just for us to start processing the samples, it took like half an hour or more. And then there were 2 samples that came like an hour later than they should have. So I wouldn't just be 15 minutes late. I would be like an hour and a half late. So yeah, that didn't happen. That was just, it was absolutely chaotic. But it all worked out in the end. So I guess that's fine. And I guess that's why I managed to read that much, I guess, because I didn't come home like at the normal time that I would, because I left work like pretty late because of that, but it was still earlier than if I had gone to the class, you know? So yeah, and tomorrow I do have a class that I will go to because I don't have to be at the biobank or anything. So I will go to that one, and it is actually the last one, which I am so excited for. I'm so excited to be done with it. And yeah, in terms of reading plans, I obviously plan on finishing this hopefully by Friday. That is my goal, that is my hope. And then I guess I will read the romance book. Like I actually would rather read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, but I need to keep to my schedule, I guess. And this is a book I wanted to read, so I guess now I'll go with a book that I kind of have to read. And I mean, it's not that I have to, like I'm doing this to myself. No one's forcing me. I'm just forcing myself. And actually, like, my parents are coming, like, here on Friday instead of me just, I mean, I will still go home after, but they're coming here because my mom wants to go to a mall that is, I mean, it's not here, but it's like, here is on the way to the mall. So they are gonna get me. We're all gonna go to the mall after work, and then we're all gonna go home. So I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to read on Friday, actually. I think I will be getting home pretty late, but still, I hope to finish this book before I next talk to you, honestly, because I don't think I will talk to you tomorrow because I won't have enough updates, I don't think. And on Friday, like I said, I will get home really, really late, so also probably not. So I will probably talk to you on Saturday, which is also when I plan on filming like clips for another video. So yeah, by then I hope that I will have finished this book, and I will probably also start the romance on that day. Hello. So it's actually Saturday night, and I did not film like the things that I said that I was gonna film today because I was tired, honestly, and like by the time we got home it was already kind of late because we went out for lunch and I didn't have that much sunlight, so I was just like, so I will just film that tomorrow. But I still want to update this vlog, and I did finish the book that I was reading, and I started the romance. barely. I'm 6% in. I read 2 chapters. And basically, I finished Witchcraft for Wayward Girls, and I really, really, really liked it. I think it was my favorite book from this author. And there were definitely like a lot of scenes that were kind of like hard to read for like different reasons. Some of them like were like emotionally, others are like very gory, which I'm like, those are better than the emotionally hard ones. Like gory, I'm fine with. So, there was that. And yeah, there were definitely, like I said, some gory scenes and pretty gross, pretty like graphic, pretty disturbing. So yeah, but I really liked it. Like the main character did annoy me a little bit at times because she was like changing her mind constantly about like what she was gonna do regarding like the magic. And like she did annoy me, but at the same time, like I kind of get it. Like she's in a very like stressful situation, and also she's 15. So, I get it. But yeah, I really, really, really liked it. I did really like the ending. Like I actually got kind of emotional at the ending. My only like little complaint is that I wish it had been a little faster, like it was a little slow at times. But other than that, like I really, really, really liked it, and I really loved the ending. And I think I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars. I'm still not entirely sure, but I think that's what I'm gonna rate it. And then I did start the romance book, the first one, which is the one that I knew nothing about, and that is Blood and Sin. And like I said, I'm 6% in. I read the first 2 chapters, and so far I have no thoughts other than like from the guy's POV. I don't even remember his name or hers, to be honest. Like his thoughts or his internal monologue or whatever. Like he was trying to be funny, but he wasn't funny at all to me. So that's the only thought I have so far. So that is what I've read. And yesterday I did get home like really, really late. I got home, it was almost like 1 a.m. So I definitely didn't have the energy to film. And today, like I said, also, I don't remember exactly when the last time I talked to you was, but I think it was on Wednesday. So since then, I did have my last class of my PhD program, and I'm so happy about that. Like I still have an exam next week, yes. And after that, like I'm free of classes and exams as long as I pass, which hopefully I will. So yeah, I will be free of classes and exams. I do still have like the other classes that are not part of my PhD program, but those are fine. Like I'm actually interested in those because those do have to do like with my project and like with what I'm working on. So like I am interested in those classes, but like these ones are gonna be done, and I'm so excited about that. So that happened. And then yesterday we went to the mall, and we were there until like almost 11, which was the time that it closed. Like we also ate there. And then I still had to go to my place because my parents like got me at work, like at like almost 6, I think. And then we went straight to the mall. And then we went to my house, which was like on the way, kind of ish. And I still had like to pack. I still had to like wash dishes. I still had to get the sheets out of my bed. I still had to do a bunch of things. So I was like rushing to get that all done because, my parents were waiting. And then we finally came home. And like I said, we got home at almost 1. So yeah, I was really, really tired, especially because I also got my period yesterday. So I was like dying. And yeah, today I woke up pretty late, which was great because I slept like 10 hours or something. So that was fantastic. And then we went to have lunch at the beach, and then we came back, and I have done like nothing productive today. Honestly, I think I just watched YouTube today. Like since I got home, that's all I've done. And my mom baked a cake, which looks absolutely fantastic. And we are about to go have dinner in a bit. So I'm very excited for that. And I do want to read some more of Blood and Sin tonight. That is the goal. And also want to start editing my video that I am going to upload tomorrow that I still need to film like the intro and outro for, which I will also film tomorrow. But I would like to start editing it tonight so I don't have to do that much tomorrow. So yeah, those are my plans, are to edit the video and then tomorrow film like what I'm missing and to read Blood and Sin. And like if I could finish it tomorrow, that would be like ideal. That's my ambitious goal, is to read this whole book tonight and tomorrow. That would definitely put me like on a great schedule for this romance video that I'm gonna be filming. Yeah, those are the plans. and I don't think I will talk to you tomorrow because I won't have much to update on, I don't think. So I will probably talk to you only on Monday when I am wrapping up this vlog. Okay, so it's Monday. I'm here to wrap up this vlog, and I did finish reading Blood and Sin last night, and honestly, I wish I hadn't because I hated it. And by the way, my friend actually chose this one for me to read, for me to hate, because she also hated it. And so she wanted a strong reaction from me, I guess, of hate. And she certainly got it. She certainly got it. So, yeah. So that was a fantasy romance, I guess, more romance than fantasy. And we were following Lana, who was an Infernarus, which is basically like a demon, I guess, and Asher, who was a demon hunter. And in the beginning of the book, we see him like destroy a portal that leads from Earth to Abysses, which is like where the demons are from. And so he destroys one of those portals, and Lana actually, like, she's trying to get into that portal, so that's where they meet. And he like takes her, like kidnaps her basically, and then they go on a whole journey like trying to get to another portal because she wants to go home because she's trying to save her people, and he wants to destroy the portals and like kill every one of them. So, you know, eventually somehow they fall in love, I guess. And I mean, I wasn't liking it like in any point of the book. Like, I was having fun commenting like with my bestie about like what I wasn't liking, like in a funny way, you know. But then the ending happened, and I don't want to like talk too much about it because I will leave that for the video about like that book. But like, I hated it. I really hated it. So there's that, and that is the only thing that I have to update because that is the only thing that I read. And yeah, I think I talked to you on like Saturday night, so I don't have much to update on like otherwise, like other than reading, because the only things I did were like I had lunch at my grandma's house on Sunday, so like yesterday, and then like I went grocery shopping, I packed, I filmed and edited the bits of the video that I needed for yesterday, and like I came here and I finished reading Blood and Sin, and that was it. That was that. And yeah, we're ending this vlog on this note. Like last night, I was so pissed. I was texting my friend like, why did you do this to me? And apparently she did it on purpose, which is even worse. It's even worse. She said she didn't, like she wanted someone to hate it with her. And she wanted a reaction out of me, so that's what friends are for, I guess. I think that's it. That's everything that happened. Like, I was just so pissed last night that I was like watching some comfort YouTube videos because I was enraged. But anyway, this week I read An Academy for Liars, I read Witchcraft for Wayward Girls, and I read Blood and Sin, and that was 1,348 pages, which is like so much more than I expected to read. I have no idea like how I read that much, so I'm very happy with that. And it had like a book that I hated, a book that was like mid, and a book that I really, really liked. So, you know, we had a little bit of everything. And yeah, I think that is everything for this weekly reading vlog. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you have enjoyed it. And if you did, give it a like and subscribe. And I will talk to you next time. Bye!